Hey, Kendra, how you doing? I am ready.
You ready, boo?
Donna,
What's your name, honey? Donna,
I'm in the airport right now on my way back home to Albuquerque.
Airport, okay.
Yes.
You live in
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
New Mexico.
Okay, New Mexico.
61.
How old are you, Donna?
Wow.
61, looking good. How
3
long
months.
you living in New Mexico?
Yeah.
Oh, you just moved there. What made you move to New Mexico?
Cheaper cost of living. Yeah.
Okay.
Can we?
Okay.
Can we?
Living your best life.
I just want to say something. This is not a point of any, this has nothing to do with this lady in the video just yet. She hasn't even, she hasn't spit her stats. But I just want to say this. I don't want this to get lost. Kendra's sitting here, all to the heavens in a condo in Beverly Hills. And this damn lag still here. Every guest, every show. I mean, we got to address this. I can't even, it's hard to follow along with this, a lag with the person is answering before you ask the questions. That's a forward lag. I've never seen anything like this. But we need to address this. Kendra, this should be addressed from the host and the production value and given back to the show. But please proceed.
You have any kids?
I have a 39-year-old daughter. I have a 27-year-old daughter who just got married yesterday. And I have a 24-year-old son.
Okay.
Two
by the same man?
Been married twice. Yeah, twice.
Have you ever been married?
Had the first
married
daughter
twice.
by my first husband and the 2 younger kids by my second husband. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so married twice. Okay. All right.
I just retired.
Donna?
But since I moved to New Mexico, I've been teaching, substitute teaching.
Okay. So retired, but substitute teacher. All right. Do you believe in zodiac signs? Aries. So we got Donna, 61, Aries, lives in New Mexico, married twice, retired, but does substitute teaching, mom of 3 kids, 39, 27, 24, by 2 of her ex-husbands. All right. What kind of man you looking for now, Donna?
Who does not smoke cigarettes. He can do cigars. He can do a little weed, but no cigarettes. And then, of course, the usual. No violence, no wife beater, no cheating, the usual stuff.
Okay. What about you? What are your
I don't
deal
want
breakers?
him to be overweight. I want a man who likes to work out with me. So he's got to be in shape or willing to get in shape.
Okay, what's
I'm
the
61,
age range you would date?
I'll do 50 and up.
Whoa.
Okay.
Ma'am. Ma'am. A 50-year-old is looking for, let me say, she said she had a 27-year-old daughter. They got married. He looking more in that range.
Yeah, that'll be about
and
his
even
speed.
that 39-year-old that she got, he looking over there.
Yeah.
And that 39-year-old and that 27-year-old, not you. At 61, your big age of 61. So I would say in your age range needs to be more around 60 and up.
There are very few men in their let's say 45 and older. When you get 45 and older, I think you stop dating older women. I'm not going to say it doesn't happen. We're not going to talk about anecdotal and things of that nature. But at 50, you want something that's probably in the 40 to 30s range. I don't think we're going 60 to 70 as a 50-year-old man. I don't see why you would. I'm not going to say it doesn't happen, but it's not commonplace. Okay? And I don't know why you took that 20. From what the title says, she took 20 years off. Why? Now, why did you take the 20? Okay, why did you take the 20 years off? There's one thing. Being that you took the 20 years off, why are you coming back now? Like, I mean, the
Let me.
woman has a window. Okay, women, just all women. This is just it. Don't be mad at me. I'm not. Don't kill the messenger. And don't be mad at God. It's just it is what it is. There is a window to where you gonna have your best dating or marriage relationship experience. Like this 20 years, that 20 years you take off in your 20s and you want to start in your 40s like Kendra, or you go to your 40s, then you stop, and then you want to come back in your 60s. Like that window is so significant. That's like half of your overall dating, just what's the word I'm looking for? Prime. Let's say that. Your relationship prime. Let's call it that. I'm just making this up on the spot. Relationship prime. So that will be your window. So you say you from 20 to about 40. Like this 20 years off, that's your whole relationship prime. Like, I don't know, man. This is just, she had children. She was married, which is fine. I don't know what's the situation with her husband. Did they divorce? Did he pass? I don't know what happened with that. But the 20-year gap is preposterous. And then you ma'am, you said 50? That's even more preposterous. Like it just doesn't happen. It doesn't. It's not commonplace. I don't know. I know you want a wide net. You want to cast a wide net for your perspective, but it's just unrealistic. Like, and there's more. Just judging from the title, if she's going down the path, I think it's going to get even more ridiculous as this interview goes on. Please, Queen, it's on you. If you have anything to chime in.
It seems that based on the title, she wants a provider. She ain't paying no bills. Ma'am, you retired. It looked like she looking for a retirement plan. Maybe that pension ain't robust.
Pensioning?
That retirement plan that she was on ain't as robust as she thought it was gonna be. I don't know when she retired, but she did retire a little early. She's 61.
Yeah.
And you out here.
You substitute teaching, so I guess you need some kind of money.
She said that she moved to Albuquerque, New Mexico because of the cost of living. So that pension ain't. She had to stretch it.
And she's doing substitute teaching. Let's not forget.
To supplement her income. So what it seemed like is she looking for this man in his 50s because he at the prime of his
earnings.
He's still working. He still got a few years in the workforce. Well, more than a few years, But he gonna be. She probably gonna ask him about 6 figures. I'm just making a prediction here. This is where it seems like it's going, ma'am. If you didn't get your retirement plan together when you was working all them years, your man is not the retirement plan. That's just what I'm starting to see.
Wow.
You ain't dated in 20 years. You thought you was good. Like, I got my little career. I don't need no man. Now the retirement ain't retiring you. Now you upset or whatever. Because she said, okay, she hadn't dated in 20 years. That means her oldest was like 19. After probably going to college.
Them other ones was babies.
Was 7.
And this one was what, 4? 3?
That's when she stopped dating. Now, the 27-year-old managed to get married. because she coming back from the
Right.
wedding. So
Mm-hmm.
that 27-year-old is doing something
Beat
right.
you to the punch. Yeah.
Right. So that's probably, you know what?
Mm.
I want to get married again for the third time. I just saw my 27-year-old get married. We don't know about that 39-year-old. We don't know what
We
she
don't
doing
know.
out there. Or the
We don't know.
son. The son probably living his life.
We don't know.
But I find it funny that you coming from your daughter's wedding, now you on Kendra G show looking for a man after 20
In the
years.
airport.
Right.
He probably Googled, where do I find a man? Like, and they
You
sent
ain't
you to
look around the
Kendra.
airport? You ain't
Right.
look around. You ain't whatever city y'all just went to for the wedding. You ain't see nobody. But that's just some of my assumptions here that I'm coming to based on the information she done provided. She's looking for a retirement plan. She ain't paying no bills. Ma'am, what do bills look like?
That's a fact.
And what do bills look like for a 61-year-old?
For real.
You got health care?
AARP?
You probably got a mortgage? Like, ma'am? Trying to get that senior. Well, she can't get the senior discount, can she?
Depends on the
It
cities
depends on
and all that.
yeah.
The state, like different places have different.
Some of it, I think,
60,
it's 65.
65, yeah.
She might can get that senior, that matinee or whatever it's
Oh
called.
yeah, oh yeah. She get the movies for $2 all day long.
But she been trying to use a senior discount and it's working. You know what? I need a man. I need a provider. It's hard out here. When they was setting up a retirement plan, they didn't tell me it was gonna be this hard. Let me stop.
So we gotta make a certain amount of money.
Oh, he needs to be able to keep up with me, and I like to travel, so we need to be going someplace at least once a month. So if he's not able to do that, then
so we have to have the extra money enough.
And I do want to get married, so I want a provider.
Wow.
I want my money to go on spoiling him, and I want his money to go on taking care of us.
Wait a minute now. Wait a goddamn minute.
Ma'am.
He's real demanding. See? If as this has been said, again. We're gonna say it again here. These older women with these demands, you know, but this is another reason why younger men don't go dating up here, because this is like your grandmother. You gotta have this, and you better be here at 8 o'clock, sonny. Like all that type of nonsense. Like nobody's dealing with that. We better be going somewhere every month. And her equation that she posed right there, that don't make sense to me. My money going spoiling him with what? If he's paying all the bills, where does that make sense?
It seems like he's spoiling you.
Pretty much. He got to keep up with me. So how is that? That's like recidivism. Like the money's going in a circle, like recycling back to you. And listen, man.
And where are you going? Where you need to go every month?
Really? Like domestic travel that you haven't done enough of that? I mean, you can do it. You're never too old to see the work. But I mean, every month, that's extreme. Like that man got to work to provide. You can't just take an excursion every month if you working to provide for yourself. Period. Like working. I don't know. You know, depending on your job, most people are not can't just pick up every month and go. But she's talking about like the weekend travel. I don't know. Like this is crazy. I'm confused.
Yeah. Ma'am. Trips to where? Because we know it's not domestic travel that these travelicious shout out to Thon Lexi on that. We know it's not domestic travels that they're talking about. Oh, I live in this state. I'm gonna go visit another state and for a weekend. They talking about Dubai,
The Maldives for the summer
Maldives,
and all that. Man,
Paris, like
man,
Cabo, like that's what they talking about. Like,
man,
and
get a grip.
you know, when we go on our trips, it takes a lot of planning, and we just doing domestic travel. Like, we ain't all around the world, but it takes time to, you know, we got to put a request in for our jobs.
So,
We got to do that. We have to budget.
Do our scouting, put together our itinerary. Like, come on
We
now.
gotta do that. We gotta see where we going to go eat and where we gonna stay. Just all the research that take to plan a trip.
Right.
We not doing that every month. That
No.
means my time is completely focused on researching all day to throw a trip together.
Yeah. It's not like
No,
it's
it
for
takes
business.
time. Yeah,
Like
if
for
it's
leisure, like a leisure
right.
trip, like come on, it takes a lot to go into that. Especially
Yes.
now we talking about, okay, like you said, they talking about, or they're not talking about domestic travel. You know, we're not going from Cleveland to Chicago to Detroit. No, she's not talking about that. She's talking about going overseas. Those are they're different laws and customs and things. There's a lot that goes into planning a trip out there. So every month we're in a different country. Ain't that many damn countries in the world anyway.
Shoot.
That we can go to at least.
Well, we're gonna be seeing everything already.
That's what I'm saying.
I like the build up to the trip, like, you know, like doing the research and things like that. I mean, obviously I like the trips, but I like the build up, and it's something to look forward to. Like, if we just go on a trip every month, it becomes routine. I don't want that to become routine. It's like, okay, every 6 months or so, or every year we going on a nice trip, or you know, it don't even gotta be that. Like, it's just something to look forward to. Like, I think you do need to travel and see the world that you live in. But we live in the United States. There's a lot to see just here in the United States. Where some of the history has taken place, and eat good food and things like that. But they're not talking about that. They don't even. I've watched a lot of travel vlogs in preparation for our trips, and they're not doing that. They going shopping. Ma'am, you can get that bag at your local mall.
Done.
You going shopping? Or you going on a trip to go shopping, and you gonna eat Chipotle where you can get Chipotle everywhere? Like, come on.
Right.
It was one vlog. That's what she did. She spent like $1,200 on a bag that she could have got at her local mall, and she had some Chipotle, ma'am.
It's insane. One more point of order here that you touched on. There's a lot of places we can see in the domestic United States.
Yes.
And a lot of these travelicious, they fall under the same trope. They talking about Dubai, the Maldives, and Saint Tropez, and Cabo, and here and there. But she's from Cleveland and ain't never been to Cincinnati. You ain't never been out your county, but you talking about going to this place and that place and over here and over there. Why don't you, like you said, build up, start, see the greater United States, see the other countries as well. But this shouldn't be this big grandiose, we need to travel the world and y'all ain't never been nowhere, no way. And at 61, you should have been around to the places you want to be. You ain't do your best traveling already?
Right. And that's the thing. Like, I said this to you before, babe. Why would we wait to travel when we get older? Now we got high blood pressure, blood sugar, cholesterol. With people walking with a limp, we crippled. We ain't jumping on in and out of no plane.
Hurry up.
Right. feet hurt and stuff. You
Please,
got to do
man.
that when you're younger, within your means. Though, don't be
Yeah.
just spending money on traveling and you ain't got nothing. Do that when you're younger, when you have the energy and the ability to travel and enjoy it, because it don't make sense. We wait till we 60 and 70 and now we can't even eat the food that we've been trying to eat. Like,
for real.
We got high blood pressure and sugar and gout
For sure.
and all that.
Insane. Do you hear this? Do you hear this?
She said keep up with us. So I guess she's still active. But hey.
That's fine. That's great. But I mean, yet again, your lifestyle and the things that you trying to do and your requirements for somebody, like, y'all be it's too much of a stretch. Like, that might not be the reality of certain things. What if he's well off to take care of you? He's seen most of the world already. He's seen what the place, he's done the things he wanted to do. Like that, you're gonna make that an issue? If you want to, that's fine. It's your choice, your life, your choice. But we just put it on display. We just analyzing what's in front of us. And you see this a lot with these nanas who want to start picking up and going and doing all this stuff in their elderly state. Like, where was all this when you were young and vibrant and doing all of that? Like, you can't just pick it up at the end. And if you were that serious about traveling, it was something that you wanted to do, then at 61, I would think you did your best traveling already. That's just me. But I digress. We'll continue.
I don't want to pay no bills.
So you want to pay no bills?
I don't pay no bills.
Spoil him.
But I'll spoil him. He'll be happy to pay them bills.
What you gonna?
Wow.
Okay, so what are the things you're gonna do?
I've been told by many men that I know how to take care of a man.
Oh no.
I know how to support them. I know how to talk to them.
Oh, okay.
I know how to cook. I know how to clean. I know how to be ready when he gets home. I know how to send him off through the day. So
have you ever been
love languages and deliver them to him?
Have you ever been swallowed up? That's what that means. I would have been swallowed up. That's what she was trying to say, y'all. I don't know if you caught the context clues.
In a classy older woman way.
Thank you, babe. See, you could tell she old school. Because Sexy Red would have told you, I'll be sucking on Sukana and Sukiana would have told you, yeah, I'm gonna split it open. See, she just told you all that in the classiest. Yes.
You like good?
You eat good, you drink good.
What? No, ma'am.
Right?
Ma'am. This lady, I will give it to her. Like, she's
age appropriate.
A classy way.
Mm-hmm.
She gonna ask him, have you ever been swallowed?
It was overwhelming.
I would. Have you ever been in a time of overwhelming? Don't overwhelm the man too much before he goes. Slow down now,
Nana. Slow down, Nana.
Now, she said many men.
She said many. Several. She said several men.
She about to hit that 50 cent.
Curtis?
Many men.
Several. Ma'am.
I know how to take care of a man. Cater to you.
Kendra's clutching her pearls. We got Kendra clutching pearls. She don't know nothing about this.
Right. Okay, but but we gotta point out something here. You said you know how to take care of a man, and he'll be happy to pay them bills. But what happened to your ex-husbands then? Why they ain't still around?
Good question.
What happened to them? You doing all of that swallowing and
it probably got overwhelming. That's what happened.
You cooking, you cleaning, you cheerful. You know how to send them off, bring it back. Like that was something else she was saying.
Right.
You know how to send you off
and bring you back. When you get back, I'm gonna reach you in. I'm gonna when you depart and arrive.
Oh, yeah. Y'all, okay. Y'all gonna have to learn how to say it classy.
Yeah.
Make him think about it.
Innuendo.
Right.
Word.
Y'all gonna have to make him think about it. Come on. We gotta learn how to flirt here.
Word.
I'll meet you in arrivals and departures. Use that on him next time. What? Show you. Let me show you. Oh, Lord. Kendra.
Kendra clutching her pearls. Clutching pearls. Woo wee. This got too much for Kendra.
Woo. Woo.
So why'd you get divorced
I
last?
got
You've been married
divorced
twice.
last. When I got divorced the second time, when I got married the second time, I married a man who unfortunately was inappropriate with my daughter. And so, yeah. And so due to that,
Oh my God. What?
Inappropriate.
We know what that means.
Yes, we do. Now, begs to differ. Okay, now I'm following the breadcrumbs here. That's the second husband.
That's the second husband. And that means the older daughter, or maybe also with his daughter, because
he's got kids with this man.
Right. But was he inappropriate first? And then you went on to have kids with him? When did you find out he was being inappropriate?
And where's the first? Like, why are we skipping?
Yeah.
Like, we should be addressing the first. Okay, this husband one came before husband two. So what happened from that to there? Like, I don't.
Yeah,
she had all right for dipping out.
Right.
We're gonna leave that flat. If that's the case, that's flat. Gone. Film. Right. So maybe this might explain her gap to a certain extent as well.
That she just
let me let my kids get older.
Right.
With it whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop.
Yeah, I was thinking
that might be valid. I can see that scenario, but it still doesn't the way and that period of your relationship prime still's out the way. Like, maybe, I don't know, maybe you could have shuffled some things around or whatever would have you, but it is what it is. But we still haven't addressed the first husband. Should have been addressed first, and then we could address this. I think this is the horror story. So that's now we spit the horror story, and now we're gonna leave the rest alone. Like, we're just gonna go off, oh, that's da-da-da-da-da, and that's why this and that. But notice she didn't say about the first husband yet. That is, but we'll continue.
She really wanted to say about that. Well, my second marriage. Okay, yeah. Where's your first husband? Where is he at? Like, what happened there?
Right.
Because maybe we wouldn't have arrived at this happening. You even meeting this man and stuff.
Yeah.
If you hadn't, whatever happened, with you
grew apart.
Right.
You know, that's one of those, we grew apart, and then the next guy was doing.
Right,
you know,
it's worse. And usually that's what usually happens.
Yeah, see,
the first husband that you have probably is your best. This is according to the Kendra G show. We've watched tons of video. These women come on here. The first husband usually is their best man that they had ever been with. The next man that they get with after they leave their husband is usually the worst. There's a common theme going there.
Yep. True
so,
indeed.
Hey, it is what it is. But let's see what else she has to say.
Due to that, I took 20 years off. Didn't date anybody. And I finished raising my kids. And now my kids are all grown. They're all successful. and I'm ready to get back out there. 20
So you
years.
haven't dated in 20 years?
I started dating back during COVID 2020, and I've been dating off and on, and I've come to find out that a lot of people nowadays want these situationships, and I'm not about that. I am not about that. So
you don't have to answer this question, but let me just ask you. When's
the last time I
you
was
intimate with
intimate was November of 2022. Election day. Election day.
Well,
It was election day 2022.
Huh?
Memorable.
What made you have?
What-
It seems like, did she get elected or he got elected?
Right. The campaign. It was a hell of a campaign, huh?
Mm.
Wow.
So she found
Election
somebody
day.
to get that
Smoke
spot.
them boots. But see, but then
Somebody.
again, okay, let's go with, let's add the factors here. She said a lot of people want to be in situationships, and she's looking for that old classic throwback time machine from the 50s when she was young. You know, she want that, right? But yet again, like, you looking in the wrong places. Like, 50-year-old men, like I said, like, they ain't trying to give you what you asking for. Then I'm not saying they won't provide, but if he's going to provide, I think he's going to be at the point to where he's going to provide for something more young, vibrant, fertile, if that's what he wants to do. You know what I mean? Like I said, like, in this, men are not going to get in the relationship that this woman wants because she's not in that, fitting into that, not lifestyle per se, but where that man would be in his life. Like, if he's going to pay the whole note, he gonna do that for something that got some, you know, that he got some prospects with. And I'm saying that in the sense of even longevity, fertility, building something, you know, that would, he would probably be more inclined to do that with a younger woman. You're an older, more established, retired woman. Yeah, he might want half, or you know what I mean? You half in the grave to a certain extent. So yeah, I'm not going to foot the whole bill at 50 something years old, or whatever, 50, 51, and you 61, 62. Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, this is where, you know, the delusion to a certain extent, like, I would feel better. Even an older man. Okay, let's take the 50 out. A 65-year-old man, he gonna have to pay the whole bill and do the whole thing. I mean, I don't think he would be more inclined to do that with an older woman. Like, you would be the type that he would ask for half. That would make sense. Like, I mean, not make sense per se. Makes sense per se in you're established. It's not like I'm taking you from nothing and want you to pay half. You lived the whole life and you got all this experience and retired and all that. You should have half of you to, you know, to survive like that. That's what I'm saying. And I believe that's what the older man would say as well. Like, it's just not, it's not impossible. It's just improbable that you would find yourself in a scenario like this. Like, she said, she gave us all the indications that she's old school. And I see, and I know what she's talking about, what she wants. She wants to provide. And I'm not knocking her for wanting to provide. But what I'm saying is, at this age and state you are in your dating prime, which your relationship prime, which you way past, is kind of ridiculous request. That's what I'm saying.
And the other part of the delusion here is that you want them same dating options that you had 20 years ago. So in the early 2000s, ma'am, dating has completely changed since the early 2000s. You're not even going to date the same way. She's talking about situationships. That's the new friends with benefits. I would say that was, yeah, it's nothing really serious. We're casual.
Yeah.
Not, relationship. That's situationships or something. It could be even worse, like something it's a horror stories. You know, a lot of situationships be horror stories.
Everybody, look at these. Look at where we are. You're right. It's like I said. It's like she stepped out of a time machine. Like, bro, ma'am, these women are, half rainbow or living alternative lifestyles behind the scenes. These dudes is doing what everybody's into doing whatever nowadays. Everybody's just doing whoever,
Right.
whatever. So
Everybody.
it's just is a different world out there.
Right.
Situationships, and yet again, I think people use that out of context too.
Yeah.
Like, but at the end of the day, yeah, you like I said, you're not going to those. You said it. Those options are not the same as they were back then, or even before you were even getting married. When you were getting courted and all of that, way back in Triassic period, like it's not the same anymore. It's different out there. It's a whole new ball game. So
And
that's 20 years. Mm-hmm.
I did the math. Her dating prime would have been around the 80s, 90s. Like
Freak Nick.
When we was kids, so that's when she was out there.
She was probably a tiger out there too. She was tearing it up out there back in the day.
The 80s, the 90s. You had all them 90s R&B love songs, the sipping and in the.
It was lit back in '94.
And all them 90s songs, you had it. So that would have been her dating prime, the 80s and the 90s. Wow. It's a whole different world.
We in a whole different galaxy.
Right.
New reality. Like all this, everything. And then again, another part of everything is quick. When you was getting courted and getting took out, now it's like flew out, hit, and done. Like, oh, let's do it quick. Message me, whoop, meet me, do it, and go. Like everything is much quicker right now. Like, so what you think is a situationship, he's just trying to get a little bit of them old guts, but he better be careful. You get worms. I heard messing with them old. Somebody told me. I don't know, scared. Spooked me. Told me that back in the day. You get a little old and you get a little wormy messing with them old. That's what they said. I don't know. Allegedly. I don't know.
What the heck is that?
I'm telling you. I heard it. It might be a man thing. Like, again, I might be giving up too much game out here. But watch out. I'm older when you get worms. Anyway.
Well, another side hustle that I do is I count votes all around the country. So when there's an election, I might be anywhere making sure that the votes are counted. So there was a man that he'd been checking me out. We run into each other every couple of years. And we were talking for a while, and then I ran into him into Philly, and he caught me at the right time, and we had a good time. Yeah.
Man, this woman old enough to be our mother.
She actually older than my mother.
Right, she was younger than my mother.
Well,
but she old enough to be my mother. Man, ain't nobody would have heard about your good time.
She made a distinction. She said election day, to be exact. Remember the day and remember the time. Michael Jackson.
Right. He was looking at me.
I looked at him. I look over at him.
Oh my God. This party really was that old school flirting. Like she flipped her hair, applied that lipstick. You know she wearing that lipstick. You see it right there. Let me count these votes. He watching me when I walk away. And that's how she probably pulled up to him. I got a little leftovers. I got a little collard greens, yams, mac and cheese, leftover ham,
right down.
Bread. Just a little something. Nothing big. Would you like a plate? She probably pulled up to that pole,
just like that. Right
with
time.
the plate. And we had a good time. I
Good
fed
time.
him. before I took him to arrivals and departures.
Set them off.
And then I brought him back.
Wow.
He was checking me out. What do
Old
older
school.
people be saying?
This is old school. This is a classic. This is a
Checking
throwback.
you out? Ma'am.
This is a throwback. You don't know nothing about this. You ain't see Jordan play in his prime. You don't know nothing about this. This is a throwback. You youngsters out here, you don't know nothing about that. You hear how she used nothing but innuendo, but we all know exactly what that lady's talking about. Even Kendra.
Look how she looking.
Kendra knows. And when Kendra could keep up, it's broke down real simple.
Look, and she got a smirk on her face, and we had a good
let you
time.
know, sugar, we had a good time. He remember.
You remember
the
time on the phone. Three. And that's the other thing I wanted to say. It seemed like it was a long burn because she said we would see each other
every few years. She said every so often. So it's only an election once a year. Well, not once a year.
Well, it depends on local,
right,
state, and federal.
And she said she could be anywhere, so she doesn't go to the same places. So she will run into him here and there. They linked up. The stars aligned in Philly that election.
But it was his lucky night. The candidate may not have won.
We did.
I cannot. I literally can't. Ma'am? And so what happened with this gentleman, though? Like, what happened?
Them kids was just as grown as they is now in 2022.
Well, what happened with him? It seemed like y'all was having a little tryst, a fling. What was she saying that day? What was
yeah.
A fling. A summer love.
That's what that was.
Election love.
Spring fling and all that.
That was the last time. I had a good time.
I had a good time.
That was the last time.
She said I had a good time.
Had a man in 20 years. Like
I have
you're
not.
a man. Okay. And now moving forward, he must.
So how many good times she done had in this?
You only need to pay the bills once we get married, not while we're dating or anything like that. But yeah, once we get married, I want an old school man, because I'm gonna be an old school wife.
I said it.
I want an old school man.
2 points of order here. I smelled the throwback. This is a Mitchell and Ness throwback right here. From the time of yesteryear, of the days begone. But now I gotta ask this question. How many of these good times you done had in this 20 years? Like, you wasn't dormant. So I don't know what kind of flinging and these election nights in different cities and all that. I don't know. Now it's getting a little tawdry now. Like, you ain't had no man in 20 years, but the shop ain't been closed for the last 20 years. So that's a lot of elections.
Let the good times roll.
Come on now. Chubby Checker and all these man, I'm out of here. Come on. That was playing. Come on, baby. Let the good times roll. That's when you met that husband of yours, huh? Way back in the jukebox era, in the soda, in the sock hop, and all that.
She probably was in the disco. What was popular in the 80s? Disco and
70s,
skating.
The 70s, skate ring, discos.
She was born
Studio
around
54.
She was born around the early
70s, early 80s. The discotheque in 81 was the jam back then, huh?
So she probably went skating and things like that.
God bless her.
It probably was a simpler time. You have to worry about phones and
cameras and sex tapes.
Right. It probably was simple.
Okay.
It's not like that no more, ma'am.
Maybe I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, maybe he just wanted to knock the boots down real quick, knock down the mode that gets some of that Triassic period kitty, and he was like, "All right, I'm good." Maybe I don't know. Maybe Kendra might ask.
Okay. What's the age range you want to date, Donna?
You said you asked this already.
50 on up. Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Find someone in this airport to hold my phone.
No, don't do that. You could
Or just set it down somewhere and walk backwards.
I'm on live.
Oh, do you want me to flip it?
It's Black History Month. You gotta do it.
Oh my God.
Black History Month.
Crass.
Don't do this. Why say something like that to that lady? That lady has literally is waiting for her flight. Don't even know who you are.
That's so crass.
It's Black History Month. We need to.
This is so crass.
Can we stop this just because it's Black History Month? We just gotta act. Just other races just gotta appease to us.
Keep that same energy every month. If you want to do that,
just don't give me a month.
Yeah,
for this month, 365 days a year. Yeah. Keep that same energy.
If that's what you on,
right? Come on now. And she could have just flipped the phone or just sat it down.
Sat it on the chair and walked away a little bit. Like we know she's 61. I don't know how savvy tech wise.
I'm about to say, honey, is you ready to be out here in this technical dating age? He said, send him a pic. We know what type of picture, and you don't know how to flip it.
She trying to take one of the joints where you snap it and you gotta shake the thing out. The Polaroids. You can just send him a Polaroid. That's her era. We had Polaroids. When you wrote the date on the white part. You had to write the date and who was in the picture on the white part right there.
Right, so you'll never forget. Ready for this technical dating out here. Ma'am, I don't think you're ready.
Ma'am.
I don't think you're ready.
The camera for us, Black History
I have to do what?
She said I have to do what?
I said you gotta hold it for us because it's Black History Month.
Oh.
You gotta do all things Black people ask you during Black History Month.
Stop.
No, you don't.
Okay, we can
Who
see y'all.
said
We can see you and Shay.
Okay, listen, father, right here. Don't that look like a little house of the Perry blouse?
I'm done. I am done. Now she about to hang some sheets on the drawstring out in the back. Stop.
Come on, baby. Let me show you us.
Hand wash.
Sew your trousers up.
You got a tear in your knickers, sugar.
Well, baby, I know
your britches.
I know you've been working on the field all day. Let me get this wood stove going. She that Whoopi had on the color purple in her house.
Age appropriate. Like, you gotta give her that.
Shoes, please. And
Whoopi had to bang that real quick. Get them old pots, them old cast iron steel pot.
She got that in her house. I know she got a good cast iron skillet up in there. I know she do. That shirt say everything. I know she know how to hand wash.
So
washboard.
She damn sure got a washboard and a bucket back there and a clothesline right in the back.
Y'all ain't never washed no clothes until you have to use a washboard and a tub. Like, you ain't never. Technology has made washing clothes so easy. Now, my grandma would wash clothes by hand every day. And sometimes I had to get out there and wash some clothes by hand, so I know how to do it. But your hands gonna be all wrinkly. I didn't think nothing of it. If I go tell somebody, if I would have tell somebody in school, yeah, I hand wash this, they would be looking. You ain't got no washer and dryer, no. No, we hand wash over here.
Wow.
But we did go to the washing, the laundromat sometimes, and yeah, we had a washing machine sometimes. Anyway, but I know how to do it.
Okay. Thank you.
Girl.
Okay.
There you go. Okay. All right. Donna, we already got to a lot. So why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Because I've been married twice.
Nice.
I know how to be married.
That don't make you lucky to be with you because you've been married twice. Y'all need to stop giving these professional answers. That's what you gonna tell your job. You applying for a technical at a new tech company. You know, I've been into the tech field for about.
I work at 2 companies. Yeah,
right.
Different. Yeah, Apple, Bell Atlantic, whoever the hell it is.
Right. I've been
on a Sprint.
I've been an employee at Google and Apple, and
exactly.
And I've come up with some innovative practices that has propelled the company forward. That's how you say that for a job, ma'am. This is not an interview for a job. This is you trying to find a mate.
For real.
Your marriages ain't a benefit to nobody.
No, this is where your past experience ain't helping you.
Right. It didn't even benefit you.
That's gonna help me. It ain't help you. It's gonna help me.
Ma'am, and I gotta say ma'am because she is an elder.
Yeah, that is my elder.
Right. Ma'am.
Respectfully.
Respectfully, of course.
I'm ready to settle down. I'm loyal. I don't think I'm a bad looking lady. And like I said, I know how to keep a house and I know how to keep a man. And he'll be able to trust me. Yeah.
You'll be able to trust her. All right. Let's do it. How can the guy reach out to you, honey?
Facebook.
What they call that thingamajig? Oh, we know she was on Facebook.
944. So whatever you're saying, that's how they're gonna reach me. This Facebook page.
What's your name, ma'am?
Donovan. Will you keep me posted how it goes, honey? Say it again. You gotta say it for the people because they're not. If it's a highlight, they will.
Donovan.
Donovan.
.944 on Facebook.
Okay.
And I'm up. Yeah, he
could he have kids already?
But they need to be teenagers or above. Because I don't want to.
No, we ain't trying to be nobody's grandmother.
No, we can live anywhere. However, if he's out of the country, he needs to come with it. Because I'm not going over there. He's going to have to come over here to get me.
Okay. And do we gotta oh, I forget the other question. Oh wait, okay. If he's out the country, he has to come get you.
I travel out of the country, but he's gonna need to come over to America to meet me. And
well, girl, that's say less. There's a lot of men in Africa
but they need to come with it because I'm not trying to build a man. Not trying to build a man. I need a man already built. You know what I mean?
No, she don't. Allegedly.
You better already have your stuff because she ain't.
That's right.
You can't come to her like clay.
That's right.
You gotta be already molded.
Right.
All right, how can the guy reach? Oh, we already did that.
And thank you for picking me, honey. I appreciate you. I love your show and continued success.
Thank you.
All right, baby.
Thank you, boo. Thank you, girl.
Bye.
Well, I found her Facebook page. And
it's a special agent.
Her daughter is a divester. she divested.
Mm. 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 Should have known that. Kendra didn't ask her that, did she?
She just
She
said
didn't
her
ask her
daughter
if
was
he had
married.
no. I mean about, excuse me, pardon me, about her. Like, does he have to be black? Or you? She didn't get
Oh,
into that. She might be that. She might have been a divester. Willing to divest. I don't know. She said other countries, so I guess she's open. I'm not sure. We didn't go into it, so I can't put words in her mouth. But that's interesting. The daughter divested. Okay. Well, God bless her.
the outfit that Miss Donna Vaughn had on. I mean, y'all gonna have to go to her Facebook and check this out. But
Do the research.
if y'all want to do the research, but it's giving Warring 20s before the crash. Ooh, she is old school.
Oh wow. The Josephine Baker at her finest hour at the Harlem Renaissance Ball.
Oh, it is giving. Oh my God.
You know what? I'm gonna give this lady her proper credit and respect. She is absolutely 100% age appropriate.
Yeah,
She is 100%. And from what she's presented to us right here, age appropriate.
Yeah.
She let us know what type of time she was on without having to say exactly what type of time she was on. She knew how to work her innuendo. She was dressed like a sharecropper and going from airport to airport. And then this roaring 20s Harlem Renaissance Ballroom. Sugar Rays. All that there.
Oh,
yeah.
Lord.
Smalls Paradise and all that over there. Yeah.
Let me just say something about these stockings, because we used to have to wear stockings with our dress slip. Coming from a family of older women, my mom was born in the 50s and my grandma was born in the 30s, and my mom had me when she was 40. So definitely a generational gap here. But I say all of that to say is they were under the impression that anytime a woman wore a dress, that you better, if it's see-through or clear or sheer, you better put that slip underneath.
Yeah, they weren't playing that.
So I remember I wore a cream color dress to prom. My mama gave me her old slip. Horrible.
You looking like a sharecropper in this blood clot.
Man, you didn't see my prom pictures. But I had to have a slip underneath there. And then, okay, so then the other part is you couldn't let your legs be, I guess that was an older thing, a thing of women from that era. You don't let your legs be shown. And so you're right. This woman is old school because she had a dress on, black stockings. I don't even know if women wear stockings anymore.
No, they don't even wear no drawers no more.
Or let me clarify, pantyhose, if you're not familiar with stockings. Pantyhose. Like, so you're right, they don't even wear drawers.
They don't even wear no drawers no more.
No type of undergarments. So she is a woman from that era. So
and she's age appropriate. 100%. Gotta give her respect for being that. She got grown kids and grands probably. Or maybe gonna have some grands. She ain't trying to be out there like that.
Right.
Like, that's respectful. She's old school. That's old school. And I'm not gonna knock her for that. I'm gonna definitely give her props. But all this wanting to provide 10 years your junior and all that. That's just, yeah, that ain't gonna get it. That ain't gonna cut the mustard. I'm just a noble request, and I see why you took the 20 years off, and that's I could even understand that. I could give you that, but still, the sands of the hourglass continue, and it's so hard to pick up because again, the eras change, things move on without you. You in this technological era where everybody's just doing anything with anything. There's no loyalty, people for pay, for place to stay, for recreational purposes. It's whatever. It's just a new rule set. So you got to beware, you know, and that'll paying all the bills. Like I said, that's more of a, you older ladies gonna have to pay something. You worked your whole life, you got this lifestyle, and you've developed yourself into this travelicia. Like you should be able to afford at least half of that. You gonna dump that on another man's lap at your big age? That's kind of preposterous. But it's her life, and she can do what she want. But just let's be practical here. If you wanna, we gotta come out of the fantasy and come back to reality. If you want to establish yourself and be with somebody, have a husband, or hell, even if you want a life partner, you're gonna have to come out the woods and the weeds with the fantasy elements and come back to reality. That's what I'm gonna say. Queen, I'm gonna turn it over to you before we close this out.
Back to life, back to reality. Anyways, I agree. That's delusional. If you ain't set up a retirement plan already, and it's not retiring you, that's on you. Like it's different if we have been together for 20, 30, 40 years and now we're retiring and no, like you've been with this man, you worked and built with him and things. Like you a part of the retirement plan. Like you got access to that. But you can't come in, you already in retirement talking about he gotta retire you, basically. You already retired. And if those funds ain't funding your lifestyle, then that's your problem. You should have thought about that. You know, I don't know. She didn't really say what she did for a living before, like she retired. She does a little substituting on the side. Elections, those are temporary jobs. And it probably gives a little cash for her trips.
A little bit, yeah.
You know, her bills is probably paid, but you know, it's may not be as lavish as she wishes. So, and she said that she would spoil him. Ma'am, buying a Snickers bar. Now, she didn't say this, but I'm saying, like, how would you spoil him? Like, because she went in, when she was saying that, she went into talking about catering for him and stuff that don't really require money. But you talking about spoiling him. Where is your money going in?
Right.
You paying for the trips? So that might be a different story. If you're going to pay for the trips, we can travel all over. I'll pay for them. Yeah, I got that. You just pay for the bills.
Right.
Might be a little bit different. Might be a little appealing.
Right.
But yeah, she definitely needs to get that together. You might have to go half. And I think her age requirement, her age range, she gonna have to go up 60 and up 70.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So that's just my final thoughts on the situation.
Yeah. So I guess we'll leave it there with Miss Donovan and our faithful host Kendra. You guys could get in the comments, see if you agree, disagree. We're on base, off base. You know, we fully represent free thought, 360-degree thinkers on this platform. So don't hesitate. Leave a like, sub on your way out, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.